What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review for Chasing Dallas season 3, episode 3. So we're still at Trey Howard's birthday party. Um, Ariel is still upset because of what Carrie D said, and because Carrie D said that Markel was like, you gotta watch Ariel. She can't be trusted. She's a bone carrier. Yada yada yada. Boo boo boo. Her and Reese have a conversation outside, and she lets Reese know what was going on. And Reese was like, "What are you talking about? You're not a bone carrier. If anybody that shouldn't be trusted, Markel shouldn't be trusted." That's what Ariel said. Ariel was like, I'm not that kind of person. I try to be friends with everybody. I don't know what they're talking about. I said it last week. Listen, Ariel, I love you, girl, but you are messy and you do carry bones. I'm not understanding what you mad about. But anyway, so then Reese was like, I do talk to you because you're my friend, but it's just me venting. It's not about, running back and forth and, carrying bones. Okay. So they leave. So then we see Ariel has a booking, and Dior, Ariel, Reese, and Trey Howard are there to support her. We get to see a little bit of her performance, and then they get to talking. Basically, Trey Howard is trying to get Reese to talk to Carrie. He's trying to explain that, what Carrie said, his words were a little misconstrued. You think you might have misunderstood what was said. He didn't mean for it to come out the way it came out. And he's trying to get them to talk. He even calls Carrie on FaceTime. Reese pick up the phone and hangs the phone up. Like, I don't have nothing to say to her. I really don't have nothing to talk to her about. She said what she said, and that's how she feel, and it is what it is. Later on, they talk, and Trey is like, well, I want y'all to at least, I really want y'all to work it out. Will y'all sit down and talk? And Reese is just dead set on no. Like, I just don't have nothing to say. And then, this is one thing that irritates me about people. Reese want to start shading Carrie for his singing. Listen, later on in the episode, he be shading Carrie for his fashions. Okay, I'm going to give you that. Okay, fine. But his singing, though, like, stop acting like that man can't sing just because you mad at him. Like, I don't like when people do that. Like, don't take away somebody's talent because you're mad at them. Reese, that boy can sing. Sorry, he ain't a boy. That man can sing. Like, stop playing. Stop playing. Last year, he was the shiz naive. Now, because you mad at him. Right, don't do that. Then, of course, they had to bring up the damn gift again. Trey Howard said he loved his crock pot from Reese, and that people was kind of trying to shade it. But, it came from the heart because he asked what we needed. We just moved into a new place. Like, I need the crock pot. Riddle me this, Batman. Reese, you bought Tiffany wine glasses for somebody that you don't even speak to, don't even fuck with you. But you bought a crock pot for somebody that's like your good Judy. That shit don't even make no sense. I understand that the boyfriend told you that, he would like a crock pot. He cooks. We need a crock pot. Child, you can get a crock pot for $30. Like, if he really your friend like that, you could have got them both. Get him the crock pot, and you still could have gave him them damn Tiffany glasses. It would have made more sense. First of all, it's 2 glasses, him and his boyfriend. They got a new place. Didn't I say in last week's episode, my review, that's a housewarming gift. Anyway, I don't want to harp on them damn glasses, but it just ain't making no sense to me. Like, shit gotta make sense to me, and that don't connect. Again, you won't even invite it to the party. Anyway, neither here nor there. Somewhere in this conversation, Reese decides that he is gonna have a lemon squeeze. This is gonna be shady what I'm getting ready to say. So just walk with me on this one. You didn't invent this idea of a lemon squeeze, Reese. They had a whole lemon squeeze down to the Married to Medicine season 2 or season 3. But Dr. Jackie said she used to do that with her sorority back in college when they had a problem in the chapter and they would try to resolve it, okay? You didn't invent that idea, yet and still, you decided to have a lemon squeeze. Did you steal it? Moving on. So Reese is having a lemon squeeze. We're going to get back to the damn lemon squeeze in a minute. We see George. George is meeting up with Markel down to the house. He said, listen, I gotta get Markel caught up in the whole situation that had went down to the birthday party with Trey Howard and what had happened with Carrie. So they're talking. We see that, you know, Markel is actually working on his show when George shows up. Shady Boots. The show that you being accused of stealing. So he brings George up to date on why Reese thinks that the show was stolen. Markel admits that, you know, Reese did have an idea for a dating show, but it wasn't my dating show. Anyway, again, I'm not going down that road again. So then we find out, you know, Carrie D is on the way, and George was like, oh, for real? Yeah, he need to bring his ass over here because Carrie really started some bullshit and put your name all up in it, so we need to go ahead and get this straight. What I can appreciate is Markel was like, well, is there anything you need to tell me before Carrie gets here? He was like, I got a lot to tell you, but I want Carrie to be right here when I say it. I could appreciate the fact that you were like, I'm not going to say nothing. I ain't saying nothing behind his back. I want him to hear everything I got to say. Now, here's the bullshit, y'all. George bought them damn glasses, talking about he gonna bring him to his good friend, Markel, for his rental property. Markel gonna give him to Carrie, talking about something that's for your album release. There was an episode of A Different World, I don't know if y'all remember, with a fruitcake. And somebody had given that fruitcake to Whitley. Whitley gave it to Kim. Kim gave it to Freddie. I want to say Freddie gave it to Lena. This was like the later years when Jada Pinkett Smith was on there. Somehow or another, that damn fruitcake worked its way back around to Whitley. That's how I feel like the damn glasses are. We have already seen them go from George to Markel to Carrie, all in a matter of a 5-minute window. Now, Carrie shows up. This scene, listen, okay. Sidebar. What was wrong with the sound and the visuals? Like, it was some stuff going on at the beginning of this episode. I missed some things because the sound was bad and it was a lot going on. But this scene seemed like it was sort of chopped up a little bit and I ain't really catch everything. But the gist of what I get is Carrie's ass was drunk and he said some shit that him and Markel had talked about, but he didn't relay it exactly the way it was said, and so it came out a whole lot shadier than the way it was originally said. But let me say this, Markel, I love you, boo, but Markel, you shady as hell. You probably said it. Now, you said that's not how you said it, and the way it came off to Ariel, you know, it's going to make him look a lot worse than it is. And he wasn't mad at Carrie, but he was like, Carrie, come on now, like, you got me looking real crazy, okay? But he said that he did say some things, but he did not say that Ariel can't be trusted. That is not what he said. But I feel like he did call her a bone collector. Like, I feel like he did. I feel like he did do that. So Reese decides that he is going to start sending out his invites. He's going to send each person a personalized invite to the lemon squeeze. So Ariel's, of course, was just as nice and sweet and yay, and you, and girl, come on through. And the theme is bow ties and denim, and I know you can whip up an outfit and yada, yada, yada. Then we see them at a soft opening for a club down to, and it's the same people as him, Ariel, and Dior. Trey, was Trey there? I'm not sure if Trey was there or not. So then he gives Dior his invitation, and he did like a video for all of it. And you know, his was really nice and cute too, you know. But of course he said the other people's is gonna be shady. So the next scene we see Carrie and Lyndon. Y'all know I be messing my baby name up. I'm just gonna call him Sexy, okay? Because that's what he is. He just sexy. So it don't matter what his name really is. His name's Sexy. But anyway, they had an interview that had got canceled, so they were just working on some other things like some merch or whatever. So the producers end up giving Carrie his invitation. And Carrie's invitation was so shady. Because again, Reese is trying to come for his singing and make it seem like he can't sing. Then Reese's coming for his dressing habits, talking about he can't, you need to go see Trey Howard. I already told Trey Howard to style you. And Carrie was like, okay, I give you that. Maybe I do need to see Trey Howard to get me styled, but you need to come with me too. Because let's not act like you ain't never had no fashion fails. Then him and Sexy have a conversation about, Reese and how it's hard to talk to Reese because he's, the minute you try to say something to him, he gets defensive. He feels like everything is an attack when sometimes it's just a conversation. And the situation between the two of them really didn't have to get as out of control as it has gotten if Reese would have just been open to a conversation. Now, again, I'm going to tell y'all what I told y'all last week. I don't even remember why Reese and Carrie don't fuck with each other. I don't remember it happening. I don't know when they fell apart. I don't know. Where did we go wrong? Now, see, Reese, you can read my singing because I can't fucking sing. But where did y'all go wrong? Like, I'm so lost. But either way, Carrie got his invitation to the lemon squeeze, child. He got his invitation. So then we see George and Markel meet up again down to George's house. Now it looked like George might have moved into a nice little home abode. We know he was in an apartment before, but it looks like he's in like a little home situation. It looked real cute, everything. And he is working on his hookah. He's got a whole hookah business. He's partnered up with somebody. He got a hookah business. So they getting their hookahs together in their different scents, and he's planning his Christmas party. He said, listen, I have a Christmas party every year, but this year because of the COVID, the Christmas party is going to be relocated into someone else's establishment because y'all can't come in my house. I mean, I love y'all, but y'all can't come up in here. And so Markel shows up and they're talking about the whole Carrie situation. George was like, have you reached out to Ariel to try to clear it up? Markel was like, haven't done it. So then they get their invitation for the lemon squeeze. And again, George's, first of all, Reese, you'll read at the beginning of his invitation, I'm here to do something you don't know how to do. I'm here to invite you to something. You don't know how to do that. No, he know how to invite people to stuff. He just ain't invite you. Because he invited everybody else that he wanted there. He just didn't invite you. He knows how to invite people. He also knows how to not invite people he don't want there. Like, that won't no read. Then he was talking about, then Reese was talking about, I know, you can, you got a suit because, you're a pallbearer. He's not a pallbearer. Although I think he'd be bearing some paws. Okay, I'm going to let you have the pallbearer one. I'm going to let you have that one. And of course, George was like, first George wouldn't even listen to the whole thing. And then he listened to it and was like, that's trash. I ain't going to no mess like that. So then Markel's, you can imagine how shady Markel's was. And he threw in there, now that you're a big time executive producer and you're better than me and you make more money than me and you're more important than me, yada, yada, yada. And I'm sitting here like, okay. Now let me say this. I know we filming a show and I get all of that. But there's no way on this side of hell that I would have went to that event. You don't send me no invitation, shade me like that, talking cash money shit about me like that, and expect that I'm going to show up at any type of event that you are hosting. Like, I didn't think it was cute. I thought it was in poor taste. I didn't find it funny at all. I thought it was rude as hell, especially if you really wanted to talk to people and try to clear some things up and try to work some things out. Don't mean y'all have to be friends. It don't even really mean y'all got to walk away liking each other. It just means that I'm going to acknowledge what your issue is. You acknowledge what my issue is. Let's clear the air and let's move forward. So I don't get no good vibe off this whole lemon squeeze situation. I feel like it's going to be a whole shit show because it's starting off as a shit show. If we can't even be cordial and nice to each other with the invitation, what the hell is the event going to look like? Anyway, y'all, that was the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.